Hello guys, Monkey Ball here, and today we're going to start getting back into some theory crafting for Immortal Empires, and I want to start talking about the future of endgame crises, and I wanted to start with the Chaos Invasion, as I think that's the most anticipated one to be reintroduced into the Total War Warhammer series, because we do know that it was in Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2, but the Chaos Invasion has been a little lackluster in Warhammer 3, and I want to start theory crafting on how that could work. But if we're going to get a Chaos Invasion, I think there's one very important feature that should be added into Immortal Empires, either alongside the Chaos Invasion or introduced earlier in a previous patch, and that is the Realms of Chaos. So for the Chaos Invasion, I'm going to be splitting this into two videos. I'm going to start off today with the Realms of Chaos, and then in the future video talking about the Chaos Invasion itself and how the Realms of Chaos would have an impact in that. However, for now, let's jump into the campaign map and let's talk Realms of Chaos. So I think as a community we have already decided where the Realms of Chaos should go, and it definitely should be in this top right hand corner here, just above the eastern steps over here. So I think all four of the Chaos gods will be within this area. It doesn't really matter on the order, but you could say Nurgle's up here, Khorne's here, Slaanesh here, and Tzeentch is here. I do think it will be different to how it was implemented in the Realms of Chaos campaign, and actually very similar to how it was implemented in the Old World mod, except they don't have access to the Mortal Realm straight away, but they'll gain access later on down the track. So you're going to have loads of settlements within this territory. They are going to be fighting from turn one. Whether a legendary lord will be in there at some point or whether it's just going to be a really powerful AI faction, I don't know. That's something for CA to decide later on the track. It will be really nice to have a legendary lord or two within the Realms of Chaos. Maybe you can move Oxyodal in there or something. That might be quite cool. But other than that, no mortal legendary lords should be in the Realms of Chaos at all. Just maybe a couple of demon factions here and there. So now we know how this is going to be implemented. How are they going to gain access to the mortal realm? And I think it's going to be based on the level of chaos corruption in each individual province, and specifically the monogod corruption. So for example, you have Epidemius over here, and in his starting province he starts with 50 Nurgle corruption and 25 Tzeentch corruption. That would mean over the end turn there will be a 50% chance for a Nurgle portal to open up in this area and a 25% chance for a Tzeentch portal to open up in this area. I do think it'll be a little bit too much if multiple portals can open up in one province at a time, so I think limiting it to only one portal per province will be a good place to start. And I think these portals are going to act the exact same way as they do in the Realms of Chaos campaign. Anyone can access them. Anyone can go to the Realms of Chaos. If you are not a demon faction, you are going to take heavy corruption in this area, heavy attrition, sorry, in this area, and yeah, you are not going to have a good time. Demons will pour out of these portals, but bear in mind, unlike the Realms of Chaos, these demon factions will likely be focusing on each other, so they might not necessarily have the resources to throw armies into this portal and enter into the mortal realm and start attacking, say, the Empire, the Dwarfs, and so on and so forth. Based on undivided corruption, I'm not sure if that's really a good idea. For example, if you portals were to open up with undivided corruption, Norska's going to have a terrible time. The Chaos Dwarfs are going to have a terrible time. I would rather limit it to the monogod factions. That way the portals are limited. They're not so oppressive to everyone around you. And they generally will be much easier to deal with. I don't think it's going to be oppressive as it is in the Realms of Chaos. You are going to be able to close these portals very similar to how you did in the Realms of Chaos. So for example, again, if a Nurgle portal opened up in this province over here, Epidemius could either send his hero or Epidemius himself to go over there and close the portal manually, and then that will put a refresher time, so a portal will not be able to open for at least, let's say, 20 turns or so. But then after those 20 turns, another portal can appear. And obviously, if you want to get rid of the portals completely, you just need to lower the corruption down to 0, and you're not going to have any more portals show up. Now, I think this is very clear to say that it's going to be a very obvious buff to all of the monogod factions within this game. It's going to spice up a lot of different areas. So, for example, in Reichland alone, you're going to have Festus over here spreading the Nurgle corruption, opening up some Nurgle portals, and then those demons from the realms will then start pushing up against Karl Franz over here. You've also got the Changeling doing the exact same thing, so finally he's going to be useful and just actually have an impact on the game by spreading corruption and opening up some portals. It's also going to buff up all of the other monogods, so for example, you're going to have Slaanesh over here opening up some portals and helping Nakari push up against the High Elves. You're going to have Kugath down here helping him against Gorst. The Great Bastion is going to be a little bit more interesting now because you're going to have some Tzeentch portals opening up over here. Again, you've got some Khorne portals over here. More Khorne portals down over here. You're going to have a lot of portals opening up everywhere very early on in your campaign. The Southern Chaos Waste is just going to be basically the gateway to the Realms of Chaos. There's going to be portals all the way along over here, at least until Oxyotl tries to push back against this. But even Lustria, even though there's no monogod legendary lords in here, you still got quite a bit of monogod corruption early on. There's a 10% chance for both Khorne and Tzeentch over here, so it's not high, but there's still the chance. So you got the 25% here. That's only going down 1 per turn. And I think that might be it. Yeah, so you might even get some portals opening up in Lustria. So I think this is going to make a really nice change for Immortal Empires. It's really going to spice things up in certain locations all the way across the map. And you have to remember that these factions in the Chaos Realms, I think you should be able to access them through diplomacy. So you're not going to be declared war on straight away, although depending on your faction, you're either going to have really high relations or really negative relations. But yeah, so for example, if going back to Nakari over here, so Nakari is going to be opening up these portals. Slaanesh demon army is going to make his way through those portals. They are going to make contact and make each other known, and then they're going to start their diplomacy, getting the non-aggression pact, the military alliance, and even potentially getting that confederation going. So then Nakari has access to all of the Slaaneshi realms, giving him a really nice eco boost, nice staging ground to place his attacks, and then he can then go through any other Slaanesh portal and start working his way throughout the map. So for example, he could even go over here, help Azazel. If there's enough Slaanesh corruption in this area, he could go through one portal into the Chaos Realm and then back into the Mortal Realm and start invading Kislev over here. So it really does give a nice flexibility to all of the monogod factions. Specifically, the Warriors of Chaos, not so much. I don't think you're going to get the Warriors of Chaos wanting to go into the Chaos Realm. There shouldn't be any Chaos Fortresses in the Chaos Realms, so there's no need for them to go in there. But again, it will be nice to have a vassal, in a sense, helping you out, pushing up against the Order Tide. So yeah, that's kind of it for my predictions, to be honest, for the Chaos Realm. I think it will be very exciting for when it does come. Obviously, these ones are destroyable, so you can go into the Chaos Realms, blow up all of the settlements, and then take out all of the demons inside as the Order factions, but it's going to be very difficult to do so. Honestly, I think it will be a better idea for them just to lock them in the Chaos Realms by getting rid of all of the Chaos corruption on the entire map. And yeah, that would completely make them locked inside, and it'll be impossible for them to get out. But anyway, that's going to be it for my Realms of Chaos prediction. Yes, I will do a follow-up to this video on how we will do the endgame crisis for Chaos, which will be utterly insane. I've got a really nice plan for that, involving all of the Chaos factions all in one endgame crisis. So please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell if you want to be ready for that. But let me know your thoughts on the Realms of Chaos. Do you think this is a good way to implement it? Are there other things that you wish were added into the Realms of Chaos? Please leave that in the comment section down below. But until then, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.